Welcome to the show, everyone. What do we got here for today? We've got a little recap, pretty much, a little update information.
Is that what we're doing?
I don't know, man. We're gonna do.
I'm not sure. I know
we
do
whatever we want, man. It's just me and you today. But
yeah, kicking it, man.
Kicking it back, actually, old school.
Chilling.
Yeah, we're actually chilling today.
Chilling.
Absolutely.
So
how you doing today, man?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good, man. Just chilling today, pretty much. I don't know what else to tell you.
What is this thing you got here? I noticed.
That's my pet robot.
It's playing some music. You cannot hear it.
You can't hear the music, man.
Well, we can hear. We can
hear the music, definitely.
Which is interesting because it's science.
Yeah,
it's just science.
Science.
Yeah, it's science.
Right next to little statue there.
I didn't see that statue there.
Oh, it's still there. Good stuff.
So did I tell you about the time I met your neighbors?
Which neighbors?
So yeah, it's very confusing.
I mean, I have so many neighbors before.
So
was it here?
It was here. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
You met my neighbors here. Go ahead.
So I pull up, right?
Yeah.
Park my vehicle. I get out. They're like 2-3 dudes, right?
2-3
They're
dudes.
like, "Yo, you here for the granite job?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's me."
The granite job.
I do granite. Like, "Oh yeah, come on," right?
Yeah.
So, following them in, whatever. I'm like, before we start, what do you have on tap? You know what I mean? Like, "Oh, what do you mean?" I'm like, well, "That was in the description that we needed to, any type of beer of something."
Yeah.
To get, I can't measure without a beer in my hand.
Exactly.
It's like, what? I'm like, I'm just kidding with you guys. They're like, "Oh, okay, all right, come on in," right? And I'm like,
yeah.
So I'm looking at the table and I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's your basic table right there. That's good." The countertop, not the table per se, but I'm like, "Yeah, that's your basic count. Like, you gonna measure it?" I'm like, "Nah, I'm just gonna eye it."
Eyeball it.
I'm gonna eyeball it, right? They're like, are you like, you sure? I'm like, "Yeah, man, I'll granite the shit out of that.
Yeah,
I'll granite that right now." You know what I mean? So, but I don't know where I was going with it, but I said I'll be back with my tools, and then I came in here.
Then he came in here.
Then I came in here. So I was waiting the whole time for someone to come knock on that door.
Really?
Yes.
When was this?
That was like maybe 2-3 weeks ago.
Oh, man. Who was on the show then? Do you remember?
It was... Who was it? It was Al, Ed, and Meg.
Al, Meg, and Eddie?
In that order.
Al, Meg, and Eddie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. So, good. Oh, that's funny.
Pretty, story went nowhere, but they thought I was there to granite some countertops.
I think that's funny. That's hilarious.
That's really not.
I guess they saw you, in your truck or something like that?
Yeah, they saw me pull up in that truck. They're like, "You're here for the job?" I'm like, "Yeah,
you're here for the job, right?
Let me in."
Yeah, I'll take a look. I got this. Do you know where they were living or something around here?
That way.
That way?
Yeah, that way.
Okay.
I don't know where else, but...
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm like, I don't know how far I can go with this, but...
No, don't go any further.
You got a measuring tape? I'm like, nope. I'm going to eye it up.
Eyeball this.
That's your basic 8x4.
Oh, man. That's funny.
You sure? I'm like, yeah, I don't need dimensions. I don't need nothing.
Awesome.
So I've done 1 million of these.
I'm actually pretty sure you have, right? You've done your own countertops, right?
Yeah.
See? Yeah, you're a professional.
Professional.
You know what you're doing. Yeah. I wouldn't know how to even start that. I'm very not handy, as we could tell.
Yeah, you tried. It's okay, man. It happens.
Yeah, don't worry, man.
Is there a name for this thing?
This thing? Yeah, it's like the Mars Pro. It's like the Mark 13 or something like that.
Where's it from?
It's from space.
Is it like...
Nah, it's from the internet, man.
You
can buy anything off the internet.
I understand that, but I wasn't sure if it was like a robot from some sort of in particular show.
Yeah, man. I found it online. I thought it was pretty cool. I was looking for Bluetooth speakers, just something to play my music and everything else. When I'm either working out or just hanging out. The one that I actually have, the battery's actually going on that. So I needed to find something a little bit better. So I was like, let me get this.
All right, we're gonna Q&A here.
Oh, you got some cues
real
for
simple,
me.
real
You got some
easy.
cues, and I'll give you the A's.
Real quick.
You give me the cues, and I'll give you the A's.
Real fast. One. Which one of these items costs more?
Which one of these? They're about the same, to be honest with you. They're about the same.
Knew it. I was like, I think that bobblehead costs more.
Yeah, it probably did, man. And it traveled across the
I just
world.
wanted to make that known.
Traveled across the world for her. Yeah, man.
I wanted to make that known.
That bobblehead definitely cost more. Maybe there'll be more bobbleheads in the future.
So yeah. I mean, unlimited bobbleheads, I guess. But question for you is that
What else?
are you still sticking with that superpower of flight, man?
I don't know, man. I'd probably just do the whole gamut with Superman's powers, the strength and the speed and the flight and all that stuff. Dave was pretty much right on with that. It's like, might as well. He's got it all. Superman. So you can't beat it, really. You can do it all.
I got you.
What about you?
Makes sense, man.
You gonna keep with that?
Yeah, I forgot what I picked.
You forgot what you picked?
Yeah. Psych. I remember. Super speed. That's how fast I just applied the super speed right there.
Oh, man.
You didn't even realize. Didn't even realize it.
Gotcha. So let me ask you a few questions myself, man. Get this going. I've asked these questions with Ronnie, so I want to get your take on it. If you could travel anywhere in the world, all expenses paid, where would you go?
I'm glad that I watched previous episodes to know the answer. The moon.
The moon.
I'm pretty sure I've already answered this.
You answered that, didn't
Do
you?
you remember that?
Yeah,
We talked about that.
I said anywhere in the
with Manny.
world. Anywhere in the world.
We talked
Again,
about this with Manny and Sweet Lou.
Yeah, but let's get
I'm staying
serious.
to the moon.
Let's bring it back down to earth.
I can't.
Bring it back down to
Can't
earth,
do
man. Come on.
No Kendooskis.
Yes, you can.
You got that, Dave? No Kendooskis.
No Kadooskis. Yes.
I don't know. I honestly don't know where
You'd
I
probably
would,
go to Disney World.
but I've been there, yes, but I don't know.
Yep. You probably go to Disney World, or is it Disneyland? Disney World.
Disneyland's in California.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You
Disney
probably go
World
to
is in
Disneyland. You go to the land of fruit and nuts.
So yeah, that's a tough one because you have to make sure that if you're picking one place, do your homework.
Yeah.
I mean, if I don't even know if there's one place that's a must. I don't know. Maybe South Africa.
South Africa, yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff. Was it shark? What is that? That cage that they lower you into?
Just swimming with the sharks, man.
Yeah, right.
I don't know.
Don't they have that?
It's a shark cage, pretty much.
Is that the technical term? Shark cage?
I don't know, man.
No, wait. Enclosure.
Shark enclosure.
We gotta call it a shark enclosure.
Shark enclosure.
Yeah, not a cage. It's an enclosure.
Enclosure. Shark enclosure, man. All right. I remember you. Okay. You asked me this question previously. Just in talking. So we're gonna put it out there. If you had two choices, you had two doors, pretty much to walk into. One door you'd walk into, you'd get $1 million. The other door you'd walk through, you could go fix all your mistakes in your past. Which door are you walking through?
So before I get into it,
Get into it.
Do you have an answer?
I have an
Would
answer.
your answer? Okay, you have, because I want to make sure you have an answer in mind, because if I throw my answer out there, I'm just making sure that you're not going to be like, oh wow, I changed my mind. You're not going to change your mind, right?
No, not
Is
at
your
all.
decision already made?
It's already made.
It's already made.
It's already made. And you know what? I'll go first. And I'll tell you, since you found this question, so you've had to ponder this question longer than I have. So for me, personally, I'd probably go through the door and fix my past mistakes. Just because my personality, that's just who I am. I don't want to leave things left undone or open and all that stuff.
Like what?
Like what?
Well, pick something to fix right now.
Fix
Give me an
right
example.
now. Well, I could pick something to fix right now. Right now.
But that can be fixed now. That's not something you have to go back in time to fix. You can fix that today, tomorrow.
Okay, yeah.
So that, I would say that wouldn't count. So,
what could I fix? Relationships with family members and stuff.
that could be fixed now.
I am working on that.
Yeah.
But you see what I'm saying? Like, there's so much time has gone by, though, where things could have been better. See what I'm saying?
Would going back in time fix that? Because you'd still have to fix it now.
Yeah, but you understand, like...
I do.
Huh?
I do. I get what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I could have had more enjoyable years. You see what I'm saying? I could have lived a fuller, richer life.
Could have. I mean, you could have put $1 million on something else. You could have put $10 in Bitcoin and been a millionaire if you go back. But that's not necessarily a mistake. That's just going back in time and
That's going in time.
Correct.
Yeah, I'm talking about fixing mistakes.
Yes.
Stuff like that. Cutting people out of my life sooner. Because I felt like, holding on too long kind of like brought me down. Brought me to a different, darker level than you see what I'm saying? Maybe different career opportunities. Maybe different life choices. There was...
hindsight always, as always,
There was a point in my life to where, I was out in Arizona going through Motorcycle Mechanics Institute. Had that opportunity. I could have kept that path going. You see what I'm saying? Where would I be now? That's a whole nother life. I wouldn't be doing this probably, or maybe I would. So who knows who I would have met going that. You see what I'm saying? Going that route.
Well, I mean, fixing motorcycles on the side, not a bad gig at all. I mean, is that something that you completed or?
No, I didn't complete that, but that's something that was going to like help me because what I wanted to do, that was right around, I guess, towards the end of my MMA career. So that was actually going to further it by doing that, and then I was going to move to Vegas and then find a local, find one of the gyms up there. I think like Black House Gym or something like that. It's one of like Anderson Silva was going out of Lyoto Machida. There's quite a few different gyms out there. I was probably going to, work at one of the, motorcycle places or, work in a casino because I had prior, casino experience and, get into the gym and just, further it that way and just actually go pro and all that stuff. So that, that was that whole mindset.
Is that what you would fix?
I mean, I don't know. Is that fixing a life choice?
I mean, who knows?
Or taking a different life choice?
Who knows of the ramifications of going back and fixing that stuff?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Butterfly effect.
Exactly. That would have been a whole different...
So I don't know if, in this scenario, if you go back in time and fix stuff, does the outcome where you're at now change?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Maybe.
Or does it stay the same and you're just able to fix stuff that...
Or maybe...
This can't get into a...
Well, what is that, destiny then? You want to call it? To where we are where we're at right now because of all the choices we made in our life?
Yeah. Yeah, and that's why...
Even if we do veer off the path or whatever, the universe or whatever you want to call it kind of does whatever it does to get us right back on track.
Well,
with tragedies and all that stuff. You see what I'm saying?
Well, that's why I wouldn't go back in time and fix stuff. I think you learn from that. So in order, if you're going back and fixing stuff, are you really learning a life lesson? If you understand what I'm saying, through life, you have to
make mistakes
in order to learn and grow.
Yeah, true.
So if you go back in time and fix all this stuff, you're not doing that.
Or
plus, I want the $1 million, so it doesn't really matter.
Or you're going back in time and you're growing from that point. You see what I'm saying? And then you just continue to
So it
grow.
goes back into the butterfly effect.
Yeah,
It seems like it keeps going right back to butterflies.
I guess so.
Actually, fun fact about butterflies, if you want to know.
Yeah, go ahead.
The monarch butterfly is now technically extinct.
Really?
Yes.
The
you know what a
monarch
monarch butterfly is?
Well,
It's the orangey one.
Yeah.
It's the one that's kind of orange.
orange.
Your basic butterfly in New Jersey.
It's extinct.
They are saying, it's not saying it's extinct. I'm sorry. It is on the verge of extinction. Yes, I take that back. I did say extinct. That's not the case, but.
So, are they trying to revitalize it and bring it back?
Yeah, I think, I don't know exactly what they're doing. Science stuff. You know what I mean? So, I'm sure they could reincarnate butterflies just for you.
The question is, how far did you look into this? Do you know how butterflies reproduce?
No, I do not. Do you?
So you drew the line.
I drew the line at that.
You drew the line. You don't want to know how you can save the butterflies.
I have my limits.
Oh man, that's
So how do they? Do
I
you
don't know, man.
Oh,
you just brought this up. I have no idea.
I thought you were going to drop some knowledge on me.
I'm not anthropologist.
I'm gonna guess
That's an anthropologist answer.
I'm guess the same way.
Huh?
I'm gonna guess the same way that majority of insects.
I'd
Right? I mean, they're no different than any other insects.
They are an insect, so yeah.
Yeah, so they would probably do the same thing that those bugs do, which is, what do they do?
Eggs.
Like how?
I don't know, man.
You don't know?
Like I said, I'm not an
Were you there in
anthropologist.
6th grade or?
Huh?
I'm
not an
Did you pay attention
anthropologist.
to class?
I got nothing.
How do you think it happens?
How do I think it
Yeah, how do you
happens?
think
They
it
lay
happens?
eggs, and I don't know if they're like self-reproducing.
See, when a man loves a woman,
Go
there's
ahead.
a socket
The socket?
and there's a plug. You understand?
Yeah, I get
and
it.
the socket. It's almost like if
Socket.
you have your TV, you plug it into the wall.
TV socket? Okay.
Yes. Yeah. It's like that. Do you understand? Do you see what I'm saying?
A little bit, I guess.
When a man loves a woman.
When a man loves a woman?
I mean, I guess that could happen. You could have 2 TV sockets. I mean, it could happen.
2 TV sockets?
2 TV sockets. That's why there's a top and a bottom. Do you understand? Do you see how this works?
Yeah, I get what you're laying down.
Do you? Or
Nah.
because you really don't know how butterflies reproduce.
I don't know how butterflies reproduce, man. I hope you'd give me some knowledge about that.
You ever see that South Park episode where Stan's dad was a butterfly and he was flying around? They're like the
man.
Matrix.
Oh, it's probably forever since I saw South Park.
Oh man,
Like
I'm sure someone out there has seen
same
this
thing
episode.
with Sopranos, man. We're talking about Sopranos, and I watched it when they first came out, and that was in the 90s, the late 90s.
What episode are you on now?
Nope. I couldn't tell you. But I'm gonna
So
restart.
you are supposed to start that.
I'm gonna rewatch that. I'm gonna start rewatching that. We're gonna have an episode about that.
Do we have a timeline on that?
Do a
or?
review. Slow down, buddy. Like I don't
I'm
have
just
all the time
wondering
in the world.
because if an episode's like
I can't
40,
be just. I'm trying to get after it, man. I can't be sitting there watching Sopranos back to back.
I agree, but if you could do an episode every 2 days, maybe
That's pushing it. I could probably binge
maybe
watch
3.
it. I could probably binge watch a couple episodes on my days off. But there's so many other things I gotta watch, man.
But
There's
for
so
the
much
sake
stuff out
of
there.
the show, you have to watch.
For the sake of this show, yes.
You have to watch The Sopranos because not that there's going to be a spoiler in about 2 seconds, but I think that's something in the future that we can discuss.
Oh, absolutely.
Speaking of future, who's coming on Thursday?
This Thursday?
This Thursday.
Oh, we can't spoil that,
Sling
man.
Blade coming.
Yeah.
It's Sling Blade. I took my.
I like them
Is he
mashed
coming?
potatoes.
Does anyone?
I like them mashed potatoes.
What else did he do?
Sling Blade is Sling Blade.
Is he coming?
He said he's coming, bro.
He's coming.
He's coming, man. So
I don't know if any. Well,
and
I'm sure.
he's bringing a surprise guest.
Oh, so
So
I don't know if anyone knows what we're referencing or who it is, but
no. They're gonna have to wait. They're gonna see on Thursday, man. Next Thursday, we got a special guest. A lot of people don't know who he is. A lot of people do know who he is.
That's also true. Yeah, it goes both ways.
Yeah, it does.
Like you.
No, I don't go.
No.
Go one way, buddy, and that's straight.
The hell.
Straight to hell. In a handbasket.
God, took my sling blade and I cut.
But yeah, we got lots of good people in store coming up, man. It's good stuff. We just gotta lock them in. That's all we gotta do. Gotta get the schedule going and all that stuff. So
yeah, man. I mean, this is Chillin with Carl, so we do need people to come chill. But if anyone, again, I think you said it before to me that, I mean, it's really just a matter of just coming and hanging out. I mean, no one really has to go out on a limb and talk. You know, just come hang out. You know what I mean?
And a lot of people, they don't know it. They're kind of like I guess confused about what actually is happening here. Basically, break it all the way down is a couple
Barney
people,
style, if you could.
Couple people hanging out, having a good conversation about a bunch of different things, different topics. There's a microphone in front of you. You got headphones on, and there's a camera there that you barely even see. So
after a while, it goes away. You don't even realize. Like right now, you can't tell that.
Well, I think it's the big thing is people are like, this is being recorded, and then it's going to be publicized on the internet for everyone in the whole wide world could see. You see what I'm saying?
The whole wide world.
The whole wide world can actually Google
the whole wide world.
The whole wide world. Someone anywhere.
All expenses
anywhere,
paid.
Man. Someone
whole wide world, all expenses paid.
Someone in Japan right now could be Googling Chillin with Carl, and it would come up, and they could watch it.
Just so you know,
as long as they understand
Google or the internet, but that sounds exciting.
What, Japan?
Yeah.
Japan is so high tech, buddy. You have no idea.
Is it China? What is it?
You're thinking like North Korea.
That's exactly what I'm thinking. You're right.
You're thinking North Korea. No. This is, Japan is like way more advanced than us.
Are they? They probably are.
I think in technology.
I'm sure. If they had more resources, they'd probably be.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's interesting. So, but yeah. And that's the thing that really gets them. People are like, oh man, I'm afraid what to say. I'm like, well, you don't have to say anything. Or you could say whatever you want.
We could just throw stuff out there. We could talk about a perfect example. I could throw this out there. I mean, this is just random conversation. Just how do you feel about the student loans being paid off? Well, and this is something that, again, like I said, I'm sorry to cut you off, but
no, not at all.
This is something, again, you have input, you don't have input. It doesn't really matter. But this is something we throw out there, and this
is my own opinion too.
Yeah,
other people have other opinions about this, but I feel like there should be categorized. Or I
think they are trying to do that.
I don't want to categorize everyone, but the people that need assistance, help paying for those loans should get the help. People that you have to take in consideration, people that lost their jobs during COVID, people,
Again, to touch on that, I probably should have let you go for another minute, but on that topic, I don't think anyone's paying student loans right now. I'm pretty sure that I thought they were frozen. Like you don't have to make payments.
Yeah, you don't have to make payments.
And I don't have student loans, so I don't know.
Yeah.
But that's why I wanted to ask you is that are you making payments?
I did make a few payments, but
at the same time,
once they said that they were they were going to try to I guess was that like student loan forgiveness or whatever. Mm-hmm. I'm like, well, why am I going to keep paying if they're just going to forgive it? But at the same time, too, things have changed in my life to where it's like it's not such a burden on me. You see what I'm saying? So I probably will start making payments again because it's not really taxing me to do that. See what I'm saying?
But it's zero. They're not doing interest on it, right?
Yeah, it's like 0%.
They stopped it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So you're making the payments and it's getting deducted. But the thing is that are they going to eliminate? Let's say how much do you owe on that? Let's say $5,000 or something, right?
Yeah.
Let's say you owe $5,000. Are they eliminating your $5,000 even though they're going to give you 10? or how does that work? Do you know?
Well, I shouldn't get any more than what I actually just owe.
Yeah,
if they're going to eliminate it, they should just eliminate what I owe, and that's it. Bring me down to zero. They shouldn't be giving me money to pay stuff off. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, but like I said, it's not affecting my paycheck nowadays. You know, I'm living within my means. I'm doing well, all that stuff. So for me, I'll pay mine back. I got no problem with that. I mean, it would help. It would help not to pay it back. But that's if that was going across the board. But if you went across the board with that, then it just restarts again. You know what I'm saying? For the next generation. So, but what are we teaching people? You see what I'm saying?
Well, like you said, people who need it, that's fine. But
yeah.
You can't. How do you judge who needs it and who doesn't?
Well, you'd have to do like a percentage of what your actual income is, how much you're making, and how much your student loans are, and then go from there, pretty much. So we'll say with people that went to, say Princeton University or Yale or one of those Ivy League schools.
I went to Harvard.
Went to Harvard?
Yeah.
Where's Harvard at?
In Pennsylvania.
No, it's not. It's in Connecticut, buddy.
Yeah, I know that. I was there.
Okay, sure. Connecticut, Pennsylvania?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So as I was saying, yeah, it should be based on a percentage of what you're making. But like people that are going through Ivy League schools that are going to be doctors and lawyers, like I don't think they really need to. I don't think they need loan forgiveness. You see what I'm saying?
So a doctor who can save your life shouldn't have loan forgiveness.
Well, in a
sense, I'm a little confused now.
Well,
me playing devil's advocate over here.
Yeah,
so just
I know.
so you know.
I know, absolutely. And I bring it on, buddy. I mean, but at the same time too, like that's just so where is this money coming from, this loan forgiveness money? Is it coming from our taxes?
I mean, it's coming
ultimately people that haven't gone to college are going to pay for my college. You see what I'm saying? It's almost like universal college.
Well, we get a budget every year, and if that's what they choose to spend the budget on, I mean, no matter what, that's not changing anything. So I don't think we're going to pay more necessarily, but who
the
knows?
Money comes from somewhere.
But you can't tell the future. Who knows 10 years from now?
Like the COVID relief money. Where did that come from?
The same thing, that budget. But, again,
budget?
Well, yeah, they get a budget every year, and that's what they choose to spend it on. But who knows how that will affect 10 years from now? Maybe you will be paying that in 10 years from now. So maybe you'll be paying your own loan back in 10 years.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I think that, if you want to call it conspiracy theory, I feel like they just move the money around. You see what I'm saying?
Do you think lizards do it?
The lizard people?
Do you think the lizard people move money around?
I mean, that's another conspiracy altogether, man. Lizard people.
I think that's what you think.
I don't believe in the lizard people or whatever, man, but I've heard
over a million people believe it.
I know.
A million people.
Other people believe in the Pastafarian. What is that? That's the spaghetti
monster?
It's the spaghetti monster from outer space, and it's a religion. Hey, man.
But not a million people. I don't think a million people.
I don't know how many Pastafarians there are out there, but
that's not a million people.
I don't know, man. You never know. I'm sure there's probably a good amount out there, but
I'd say there's more lizard people. I'd say there's more flat earthers.
Yeah.
Than the spaghetti monster.
Yeah. I think you're right.
But the spaghetti monster, wasn't that made up for a reason, for something?
Yeah. I don't know, man.
I can't remember what the background was.
It all stems from somebody
making their own religion and going, I'm religious, and
they made their own religion for some reason, just to make their own religion. And then it is an actual religion to where if you are so-called a member or whatever, you can wear a pasta strainer on your head in your DMV picture. Your license. Yeah, your driver's license. So you can actually wear that if you're an actual believer.
What are they doing with these driver's license now, man? Did you hear what they're trying to do? You need like a real ID and...
Yeah, I have no idea about that with that. Because I got my driver's license and it looked and it said, not for real ID. I'm like, is this fake?
And it was flimsy too, right?
I'm like, what is this?
I think they're trying to change it where you have to go there and you have to use that as like a real ID. You have to like verify. I don't know.
What is a real ID for though? What is it?
I'm guessing flying, going traveling.
So you don't need a passport to fly then?
Well, I mean,
You'll need a passport
if you're just flying to Florida, you need a real ID. That's not a real ID.
Or a passport?
No, you don't. You only need a passport when you're leaving the
country.
The country, yeah.
So you could have your driver's license to go to Florida. It's in the States. It's in the States, right?
Yes, but that might not be accepted at the airport.
Why not? It came from the government agency.
But it says not a real ID.
So are you trying to say the government is forcing more control on us?
I honestly don't know. I don't know what they're doing.
No, man.
I just actually heard about this, so I'm not 100% sure because mine doesn't expire till this February coming up.
I gotcha.
But I guess I'll find out then. But apparently they're starting next year around May time about like you can't fly if you don't have a real ID. So that's why yours said not a real ID. You just renewed it online?
Yeah, I updated my my address and all that stuff. And
yeah, you're gonna have to go back and fix that probably.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go.
Just in general, I don't know.
Yeah, when it expires, I'm just gonna have to go there and take a new photo and all that stuff. And that was COVID times, so where you weren't able to go to DMV and all that stuff.
COVID times.
COVID times. We're not in COVID times anymore.
Well, I did read that.
Nope, COVID's over.
I don't know if it's over, but Moderna.
Hold on. Before you say that, please refer to your CDC for COVID guidelines and vaccine information, please. Okay, continue.
Refer to CWC.
CWC.
Chillin with guidelines. Chillin with Carl.
There are no guidelines for the show. So you were saying something about
Moderna, I think, is suing 2 companies, and I probably have to Google it. Suing 2 companies for a patent on the vaccine shots.
Okay.
I'm not sure exactly what that entails, but that's something I'll probably have to look up.
You're going to have to look that up.
Yeah, I'm going to look more details into that. But the reason I brought that up is because that way we can discuss what you did during when you had COVID.
What did I do during when I had COVID?
I heard you had some stuff going on where you set up the camera and you sat there. And so,
well, yeah, man. When I had gotten sick with COVID, I was supposed to have a couple guests on the show, and I unfortunately had to cancel. So I'm home, locked down, pretty much quarantining myself for the most part. I was like, well, the show must go on, man. So I set it all up, set the whole thing up.
Whole kit and caboodle.
Put all the
whole shebang, as you see here.
All the mics out. I was sitting in the middle there.
What was that?
The microphones.
The mic's out. Okay.
I had set up all the mics like I was supposed to have guests on here. And I had like this whole thing planned in my head, like, people
imaginary friends?
Yeah, no. See? Yeah, I knew you were going with that. So
did you? I got to know where you sat.
I sat right in the middle.
Right.
I sat right in the middle, man.
You set up a microphone here and here.
No, I had the 4 mics set up plus the one in the middle.
So the mics were in position like they are now. So the mics
were in position like someone was about to come down and sit there. So really what I was going to do was just be like, hey, this is a little preview of what's to come. This is what's in store for the channel and all that stuff. And, I was like, I didn't like the way it came out. So I didn't do it. And then...
Did you actually run it? That'd be a great short...
No.
Welcome to the show, nobody.
Welcome to the show, nobody. Look, I got nobody here.
We have 0 special guests today.
0. No. I would be like, yeah, welcome to the show. I got very, very special guests here. And people would be like, oh, he lost his mind. He's sitting there talking to himself.
I mean, that's what.
But now I got you. You're always here.
I'm always there.
You're always here now.
Always here.
See? Look at that.
So.
But yeah, and then word got out that my show was dead. And
like it died.
Yeah, man. People are like, "Oh, what? Where's Chillin' with Carl, man? Where's the next episode?" They're like, "Oh, it's just dead." No. I was sick, man. I was just sick, and it was just put on hold. That's all. Back in action, though.
Yeah, I'm sure you could have done like a 2-minute clip of something.
Yeah.
Is that something you go back in time and fix?
No, not right now.
No,
I'm not ready for that yet, man. I'm not someone that could.
You couldn't do a minute. You could do a minute.
I could probably do a minute. I'd have to do it like a minute on my phone, maybe. Not
do
with
it on your phone.
Not with the camera. Not with those. I could probably do a minute on my phone.
That would have worked out fine.
You know what? We're gonna have to do like an Instagram live or a Facebook live. I don't think I have a bunch of following for people to tune in, but you never know.
Well, no, but the people who have been consistently watching it wanted to. I'm sure they probably wanted to know. Who there's a lot of people out there that actually consistently watch it. So
yeah,
I mean that's something for them, that they appreciate. So I'm sure you appreciate them as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, an update, but I'm sure they got word that you were.
Yeah, that I was sick and all that stuff.
So it's not like they were unaware, but I'm sure they heard. But still, for the people who aren't around us or around other people or
that kind of know, yeah,
you know what I'm trying to
spread
say.
the word.
It wouldn't have been terrible.
COVID Carl.
COVID with Carl.
COVID with Carl.
It started changing. It was like, all right, come get COVID with Carl.
Chill with Carl. It's COVID with Carl. Yeah.
Carl and COVID. COVID and friends. Carl and COVID for friends.
But again, we're gonna move on past this COVID thing, and I'm gonna say, for any COVID related information, please refer to CDC guidelines on vaccines and everything else like that. Please don't cancel me, YouTube. Thank you very much. Moving on. Moving on. So, with the way that things are going, man, do you think that we're going to get a little dark into this. Do you think there's going to be a collapse in society?
We have to define collapse. So,
define collapse?
Not the actual definition, but but a little bit more detail what you mean.
Financially,
like, do you mean just like?
Well, I think there's going to be a restructuring, if you want to call it that, with society. Like, it's gone way out of control, I feel like. You see what I'm saying?
What you feel like and what you know might be two different things.
Well,
you might feel that, but for all you know, I mean, this could just, there's obviously people that know more.
I don't know. I don't really know much, but I only see what's in my world. You see what I'm saying? I can only see what's in my world. What's
so let me ask you
me.
a question. Has your world collapsed?
No.
Has anything changed with you personally?
No.
So it affects everyone differently.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
So in your mind, for you, nothing's collapsed. But for me, if I'm living a different life, for all
a different lifestyle, we all know you.
I could be feeling
you live a different lifestyle.
I could be feeling the collapse, and
we know. Wink, wink. Freddie lives
nudge.
That lifestyle. Yep, that's a toe tap.
Yeah,
in the bathroom, in the bathroom stall. I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe people are just pushing that message just to get views and stuff like that. You know
what about society collapsing?
Collapse of society.
Society, what? People? I don't think anyone. I think everyone's the same.
Well, I think of like the pressure. The government is pressing on the people, and the people having enough with it. The people of being like the middle class, the lower class, we're getting crushed. So
maybe that's student loan forgiveness. Not everybody has
student loan
that.
Forgiveness.
That might help some people.
Well, that's what I'm saying. The people that need the help should get the help.
Yeah, they do make it difficult for that.
Not your doctor that's going to be making buku bucks and pay that off.
Yeah, but you also
should
need.
he get forgiveness too? So you're saying
we need those people too. We need everybody.
We need everyone.
Yeah,
right.
we need those people as much as
So what should they do? Should they wipe the slate clean and keep it zeroed? Are we going to go to universal?
I don't know.
Universal school?
I guess it's whatever they're doing. They know. That's up to them. Whatever they choose to do. So,
well,
I mean, it's a start. I don't think it'll be a collapse because of it. You know what I mean? I don't think there'll be a collapse in society. I mean, if we made it through COVID.
Yeah.
I mean,
that was tough, man.
If it didn't happen yet, I mean, again, knock on wood.
That was a turning point, though.
It could be worse. It could be better. It could be worse.
Monkeypox is coming.
There was a guy who got all three. Like, did you hear about that? The guy got monkeypox, COVID, and some other disease or something. He got like all three of the recent diseases
in one shot.
Yes, in one shot.
Oh, jeez.
From traveling. I don't know where he went, but
hey, whatever.
I didn't read too much into it because I was like, this sounds ridiculous.
Yeah, that is.
But he got diagnosed
ridiculous.
with COVID, monkeypox, and something else.
Yeah, I don't believe that. You can't believe a lot of things you hear.
I don't know. That seems feasible, though. It's not like it's something that's unbelievable.
Look, I've seen a lot of things in my life, and anything's possible. I'd say anything. So, like a meteor, they're saying meteors fly past the Earth.
They're all meat eaters
all the time. Just barely missing us.
Who is it?
Meteors?
No, they're not saying they fly by like that, right?
Yeah.
They're not saying that there's I'm sure they all are around, but I don't think there's really ones that are really headed towards Earth per se, right?
Well, I don't think there's one that's like life-changing, or world-destroying meteor or something. But, there is stuff that's flying out there. So that could possibly, impact and, create, a big catastrophe, I'd have to say.
So then the stuff that we just discussed would be meaningless.
Well, anything can happen at any point in time. You know what I'm saying? So, would I what?
Go back in time to fix the meteor?
No. I'm gonna do what Eric said. I'm just gonna dig a hole in the ground and put my family in it. Like it sounded like you were burying your family.
Yeah,
like, that's horrible, man. We gotta have him back on, man, and redeem himself.
Yeah, he will. I'm sure he'll come back.
He'll come back on.
I'm sure he'll be back, man.
Yeah, he had a good time. Shout out to him, man. All that stuff.
So
what? What else you got
for you?
Yeah, come on.
Being that we're on that similar topic of society, everything like that.
Yeah.
Do you think you need values or wealth in order to survive?
In order to survive what? A collapse?
In general, with beings, we're talking about society and if it collapses, whatever, which none of that stuff I don't think is going to happen. Do you think?
Well, I think if something like that happens, I think wealth can buy you protection and means to protect yourself, but values will bring people with you. You see what I'm saying? And we talked about that when Dave and Eric were here. Yeah.
He was going to rob everybody.
Well, I wouldn't really say that, but he's going to do what he has to do to survive in, a situation like that. And Dave was saying, well, I'm going to wait for you, and we're going to band together and go. Because survival, having more people, your chances of survival increase with more people. Yes, it's more mouths to feed and stuff, but you got more people watching and taking care of each other. More people bring stuff to the table. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's what America's about, right? That's what we're doing now. But
banding together, bringing. I
mean,
feel
we
like,
all do.
I don't know, man. I
For
feel
the
like
most part,
I feel like if the people, and I mean the people, I mean everyone. If we the people is right. We the people, if we banded together, we could really change stuff. But we are all scattered in all different directions. You see what I'm saying? Like, we can't even focus on stuff. We're worried about, the McFlurry that's coming out, or what Kim Kardashian's wearing at the Grammys. Or,
that's
what I'm saying?
though,
Like,
just so you know.
Huh?
That's very important.
Not to me, buddy.
So did you choose values or wealth?
I choose values.
You
It might get me. It might get me killed because I won't have the wealth or the money to, buy the equipment or food or need to survive. But
I don't know, would money mean anything? I guess at that point in time, but
that's what I'm saying. Like if you had the money before, or the values before, is that what you're trying to say? Or at that time?
That's a tough one. I mean, you can spin it however way you want, however way you thinking. I mean, tell me what you think. I think just in general, maybe just which one's more important to have.
I think values. That's my view. What do you think? What do you pick?
What do I pick? It's a tough one, man. I mean, I probably have to go with your. I'd probably agree with you.
Oh wow. Okay.
I'd have to agree with you, man. I mean, yeah. It's. I mean,
because I laid it out. Did I lay it out there like that, or
somewhat? Yeah. I mean,
explain it.
I mean, it all depends on scenarios and everything, and everyone can spin anything anyway. But values probably because, I mean, that's how we function today.
Society, yeah.
Yeah.
Values.
Yeah. Not everyone is wealthy.
It's true,
and that's how we function today with values.
Absolutely.
That's how we're able to go to the store and do this, and in general, if that makes sense. Yeah, man. It's
good stuff.
So,
yeah, you got anything else for me?
Yeah, man, I got something else for you. What about changing the do you think that changing the drinking age?
Well,
what do you think about changing it from 21 to 18?
I'm real biased about that, to be honest with you. I don't think we should change it, to be honest with you. I don't even think we should increase it either. But I think what should be done should be more educational purposes about it. You see what I'm saying? So more of like, if you change the drinking age lower, you have to provide massive amounts of transportation for people. You know what I'm saying?
They do that now. They have Lyft.
Well, it would increase. It would increase the drunk driving. You see what I'm saying? If you have more people.
You think so? You think that would stop them?
So do you decrease? Well, here I'll play devil's advocate.
Because 18-year-olds 17-year-olds can drive.
Well, let's reduce the age of drinking to 18, but increase the age of a driver's license to 21. What do you think?
No.
Why
I
not?
disagree with driving.
Why not?
You're gonna driving. I think is just driving. That's freedom. You know what I mean? Same thing with drinking, though. I mean, that's freedom.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, so you're gonna increase that freedom to make that choice, the freedom to drink at 18.
I think it's
people don't know.
You're an adult.
Better.
You can make your own life decisions as an adult. When you're an adult,
you can be drafted into the army. You could go and fight for your country. You can do that. So should you be allowed to drink? Well, I think those people that I think the people that enroll their lives for that, put themselves in harm's way for this country, should have that benefit. There should be a benefit to them.
So you're saying now we're going down this way. So you're saying that anyone who enlists in the military should be able to buy alcohol. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. If you're going to risk your life, you should be able to enjoy life to the fullest, pretty much.
So what about not being able to join the military till you're 21 then?
No. I think everyone should at least
they can make that decision to join the military. They can also make their own decisions about drinking, smoking, whatever else they all want to do. You're 18. If you're an adult and you're 18 in New Jersey, whatever, United States, whatever it is, then you should be able to make your own decisions. Do I still think you're probably too young? Sure. But at what point in time do you go, all right, you guys, you're on your own? You know what I mean? You make your own life decisions now. So you just raise it all to 20? I mean, what do you do?
I don't know, man. I guess it all depends on the individual. But a lot of that stuff, They're testing. So there's the ASVAB for the military to determine what type of job and all that stuff in there. Mm. So I think there has to be more testing to see if people are responsible to have that before they do it. Like, say for a driver's license, you got to take a written test, you got to take a driving test. You have to show that you're proficient behind the wheel before you get that. So would there be an alcohol test? Show that you're a reasonable person that, you know, that'll fucking drink alcohol reasonably. But who does that?
It doesn't matter whether they do it reasonably or not. What matters is that if they're responsible or not.
Yeah. Well, how do you show that they're responsible?
No way to know. No way to know at all, man. You know. So I guess if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But on the other hand, there got to be like a middle ground with everything. So if they legalize, or if they did already, did they legalize marijuana, right? Weed?
Yeah.
So if they legalize that, what would be the age limit for that now? Is it the same as buying tobacco, 19?
That's interesting.
You see what I mean? So who determines who gets to do what? Yeah. So now if that's 19, or is it 18, or is it 19, or... I mean, you're literally talking 2 years difference. I mean...
How older or how much knowledge are you going to get within those 2 years?
So then why be able to smoke, and you don't think that restricts you in any type of way? Or
oh yeah, absolutely. I'm
not saying it's bad. I'm just saying.
Yeah, no. Even alcohol within moderation, anything in moderation allows you to relax and enjoy.
I could be 18 and I can drink 5 energy drinks.
Yeah, you can.
I mean, think about it.
You can. Absolutely.
That's probably way worse than for you than anything.
Oh, absolutely. 100%, man.
Who's going to stop that? Who's going to stop that?
No one.
18-year-old.
No one's stopping it.
And actually, a 16-year-old, 14-year-old can go buy 10 of them. No one's going to stop them. There's no, hey, man, you shouldn't have that much.
So you're saying the FDA needs to be adjusted?
No.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
What I'm saying is that less restrictions and let people make their own decision in life.
I got you.
Because you can decide tomorrow that that's what you want to do, and no one's going to stop you.
Yeah.
That's all part of the function in society of values.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's interesting.
So should all drugs be legal then?
They were back in the day.
So I don't know. Where do you stop? Where do you draw the line? Where do you tell people what they can and can't do?
I don't know, man. I don't know. No idea. That's interesting. Who makes those choices, though?
You should be able to do what you want.
Yeah, you should be able to make your own choices. But at the same time, too, I think they need to be limited. Like you were saying, kids don't know any better at 18 for them to start drinking. I'm sure they already are drinking.
But that goes back to who's the guardians,
But that's the thing. Like, having those rules in place kind of quell people from doing that.
Is that values?
Yeah, I think that's values. I mean, people are going to drink it either way.
Exactly. So how far do you take it? You know, how far do you go? Where do you draw the line?
Yeah,
interesting.
With
student loans, how do you draw the line at 10? What they said, 10,000?
I guess.
Who made that number up? Where'd they come up with that number? Why not 20?
They probably came up with that number probably because that's what they have a reserve of.
So maybe they figured out if we have to pay X amount of money,
X amount of people with student loans. Well, if we have X amount of people with student loans, we can divide it by 10,000 across the board for this amount of people. You see what I'm saying?
You think they went that far?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I'm sure they have numbers people.
Mm-hmm.
People that sit in a room and do numbers all day long. Or they have like groups of people, not just like one person. I'm sure they have groups of people. Hey, find out how many people in, this state, and then they break it down further. How many people in each county? How many? You see what I'm saying? Like, well, what are the major schools? You got Stockton, you got Rutgers, you got Princeton, break it down. You see what I'm saying? Like they get it categorized of all those people, and all the student loans are through the government anyway. So really, I'm sure it's just like they print it out in a spreadsheet for each state. I'm sure each state is different, but it's all the same. So
I don't even think they even probably went that far, but who knows?
I'm sure they did, man. If money is involved,
they always go that far.
They always go that far because they want to know where it's really going to start hurting.
It's not personal; it's business.
Absolutely.
Got that, Lou?
Got that. Oh yeah.
Lou knows.
Lou knows, man.
He knows.
It's all about
not personal; it's just business.
Absolutely, man. The guy, he's great.
He's on a kick of that.
He's a good dude.
He's on a kick of that lately.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. So
yeah, he's just not personal; it's just business. I'm like, I don't think it applies in this scenario that you're just saying.
But he's saying it all the time.
Yeah,
he is.
He's going extreme. He's going off the deep end with it.
It's good.
Not personal; it's business. So, yeah.
All right, man. We got about like 56 minutes here. You got any final words?
Final words, man. 56 minutes.
You want to keep it going?
Nah, man. Whatever you feel like doing, man. This is what are you thinking? I mean, we're jamming out here. You can't really hear the music, but there is music playing.
Absolutely, man.
So it's just background noise, but you don't hear it on the mics. Don't pick it up.
I hope not, man.
I doubt it.
We tested it.
We did test it. So that's what this thing's running on. It's some hard tunes.
Hard tunes, man.
From Chillin with Carl.
Yeah, right.
So we're gonna make a playlist for everyone that comes over.
I'll make a playlist. Sure.
Chillin with Carl's.
Well, that's I was asking people before what they listen to, on their way here and all that stuff, and they would be like, "Oh man, that's interesting. Let me, I guess, dabble into their music.
Dibble dabble.
No, I want to know what people listen to, so I could broaden my musical horizon. A lot of stuff I listen to is older stuff. I would say like from 90s, early 2000s, alternative, rap and rock and all genres.
All good music. But,
yeah, man.
I'm sure there's other stuff out there that you didn't venture into.
Yeah, there's a lot. I kind of, I don't know, man. I just kind of enjoy it. So.
Dying fetuses.
Huh?
Minotaurs.
Yeah, man.
Dying fetuses.
So.
For all you know, you didn't even listen to Ember's Reign. You don't know what you listened to.
Ember's Reign.
You didn't listen to any of it.
That's right.
That's right. I didn't, but I
Ember's
did.
Reign.
What's that?
Ember's Reign.
Ember's Reign. So, yeah, man. So, anything else going on, man? Or is this with the podcast?
So
got Thursday people coming on.
So we got Thursday people coming on. Got a few things planned with Ronnie. We're actually going to do, I have two plans of actually going out on the road with the podcast. I've got at least two planned. So that'll be interesting to see. See different atmosphere, different people on the show. The one me and Ronnie have, we're in the work setting it up. We just got to lock in a date and all that stuff, and that's going to be mind blowing. That's going to be really good. That guy, he has an amazing story. I can't wait for him to share it with me. He only gave me a glimpse of it. Real cool dude, awesome, very inspirational on that stuff. Someone that a lot of people don't know. So
no one knows who it, or no one knows who it's going to be, or no one knows this person.
Well, I think a few people know this person that I know of. I guess the general public, that the people that I know that watch this show probably don't know this guy. You see what I'm saying? But they're gonna know him. It's gonna be good.
They're gonna get to know him.
They're gonna get to know him. Yes, get to know him. Absolutely. Like I said, he's a good dude. I can't wait. So that's the exciting things that I got going on. I do have I don't know. I got another. Well, actually, we'll say I have another off, I guess, on location podcast going. I got three of them coming up, and then possibly a fourth. I got like an adventure. I got an adventure planned.
I'm waiting for Pete still.
Who?
Pete. Trying to go on the location of Weird New Jersey, all that stuff.
Oh, yeah,
see if we can try to
he's
get that going.
He's got something. He said, he's still working stuff out. That's
he said he was still trying to figure it out, but
yeah, man, we'll work it out. So we got some good stuff, man. Locations.
You have 4 locations coming up?
Maybe even more, man.
Right now you have 3 in mind, or 3.
I have 2 actually in the works. Another one, it's a plan. I'm planning it. And then a 4th one with Pete. So that's the 4 things. And then I have a little extra stuff, I might be just taking a camera on the road. See how that works, man. See
how it worked out when you set up the mics on your own.
That's it. But no. That's going to be a little bit. That's going to be more of like a video log or vlogging, whatever.
Vlogging, yes, vlogging.
Instead of me setting up like a podcast, it'll be an adventure cast or something like that.
An adventure cast?
Yeah.
Did you just deem that an adventure cast? Is that like a real?
I don't think it's a real.
I've learned so many new words from you every single time I'm on here. Double adventure
I'm broadening
cast.
your dictionary there. We just make shit up here.
Just roll with it.
That's all you can do, man.
Who's going to question it? Nobody. Who's going to know?
No one knows, man.
Venture cast.
I guess adventure casting. Like hiking, a little. We'll see. We'll see how things go.
You might not have enough time.
Huh?
Yeah, hiking a little bit of this. Who knows? You might not get to it all so much.
Yeah.
Might not have enough time.
We'll see, man. Got lots of good things planned, though, and all that stuff. So, you got anything else, man?
Nah, man. Just anyone who, like you said, we discussed it before. Just anyone who wants to come on, just see her. So me and you talking, we can have someone chilling, just hanging out. Yeah, you don't have to say much.
You don't have to say much. You could just sit here and just enjoy our conversation, and you could put your input in if you feel like it or not, man.
Or not. They can just watch it on YouTube. It's the same.
Still waiting. Cindy says she's going to come here and serve drinks. Still waiting for that. So calling out Cindy there.
Okay.
So
I think you're going to be still waiting.
Yeah. I don't think that's ever going to happen. I don't think so. I think she's just talking.
Yeah. So all right, man. Well,
yeah, man. Let's wrap this up. So what we'll do is, since you're not the best at this, I'll wrap this up there.
What are you wrapping up? What are we doing?
So if you guys enjoyed the show, please like, comment, subscribe, share it with your friends and family. If you got something out of this, if you like this stuff, write a comment below what you liked about the show. Reach out to Freddy and myself. Freddy's a little bit harder to get a hold of, but I'm on Facebook, Instagram, on YouTube, right there. So pretty much you could reach out to either one of us. If you want to come on the show, reach out to either one of us, man. Even Ronnie or any of my previous guests on here that you guys, interact with. And they'll get in touch with me, man. We'll set it up and we'll schedule you on. So I hope you guys had a great day. And see you next time.